Hey, what's up, everybody? Steviebreech coming to you. News video right here. Gonna be talking about a little bit about the stuff that happened on Monday Night Raw today. Just got in the DX One Last Stand Blu-ray. Gonna be doing a review on this pretty soon. Hopefully, I can check this out in the next day or two. But got it off Amazon. $23.99 was about the cheapest price I could find. I also stuck another DVD in there. I think it was the first bragging rights used just to get the free shipping, just to get it over $25. But pretty good deal. Go check that out if you can, because I need this. I'm still catching up on my stuff that came out because I'm behind from the Mania Blues pretty much, and need to get this stuff reviewed. I get it up for you as soon as I can. But all in all, today was a pretty exciting day. It's always nice when the Raw spoilers are up before you go to lunch at your work. But I didn't check out Raw when I got home. I just didn't really feel like it. I'm never that big of a fan of Raw when they go over there. Nothing against the UK fans that are over there. I honestly believe that they always have a real strong crowd that's out there. It's just hard when you can't avoid the spoilers. I normally work and I have to watch Raw on the DVR when I get home from work. But when they're on Twitter, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's pretty hard to stay away from Twitter for that long. So it was just before time. I knew I was gonna read them, so I just went out and read them. But I really do believe that the UK fans over there, they are real great fans. I remember the last Raw they had over there, they were really behind Nexus. Their countryman Wade Barrett. I couldn't believe how strong they were behind them. That was a real awesome show. They gave Santino and Kozlov a standing ovation. So it'll be a good show. I just didn't feel like watching it tonight. I thought that there was a lot of funny talk. A lot of people were trying to not spoil it for a lot of people, the ones that read the spoilers. A lot of people were tiptoeing around what happened to R-Truth, and I thought it was one major swerve that they threw at us. They let us think for a whole week that R-Truth was going to be a main eventer in the WWE, and then they sort of slipped it away from him. I wonder how he sort of felt about that, if they told him this was their way of rolling him out into a heel character, and that he was actually going to be something that mattered in WWE. And then they gave it to John Morrison. John Morrison is a guy I've been saying on this channel for a long time that deserves to be in the main event. He's a main event guy that has been held back, and I think he honestly has had the best match with the Miz. That Monday Night Raw match. I believe it was the first Raw of this year. At anybody that he's been in the ring with, in Miz's career. So I mean, this is something that he really deserves. Honestly, I really wish that John Cena wasn't in there. I think that Morrison and The Miz could tear the house down. I really don't know how a three-way match can happen in a steel cage. I think that's not a lot of room for three guys, but I'm sure they'll be able to work it out. I'm sure it'll be a good match. But R-Truth, if we can sort of bend it that way, I think this will be the first time I've ever talked about Pretty Ricky on my channel before. He's not really a fan favorite or anything. They tried to force that new theme down our throats over the summer, and then they sort of quickly pulled the rug on that because it just it wasn't getting over, and they went back to the old theme. I thought that was the beginning of the end, and then right now I honestly think this is the end of R-Truth. R-Truth is the guy that stuck around in the WWE for long enough. I think a lot of fans are really sick of him. I know the guy Bobby. Break the Walls 10. I know he's one of the biggest anti-R-Truth guys out there. It's time for this guy to go. That was the first thing I thought about when they pulled him out of the main event, and they put Morrison in there. I said, this is the beginning of the end. He's going to be the probably the biggest name released on release day that everybody knows coming soon. Normally it's right after the UK tour. When they come back is when they name the list of guys that are getting the axe, and I think this is putting him at the top of the list. Last year it was obviously Shelton Benjamin, Mickey James were the biggest names. I think that he's going to be the Shelton Benjamin this year. I think he's going to be the big name that a lot of people are sort of shocked about. People are going to probably think that that he's not going to get it for the fact that he's like one of John Cena's good friends in the back, and so on and so forth. But R-Truth has been there long enough. He really hasn't done anything. He had a couple of U.S. title runs. He got stuck in the main event a couple times when Raw didn't have anybody, like in the Elimination Chamber. And sometimes they try to treat him like he's a main eventer, but He's not. Nobody really cares about this guy. So, so long and farewell. That's my first guess about what's going to be happening with the cuts. RTruth, I think you're done, and that's it.